I've tested a lot of video conferencing tools over the years, some great, some painful, and for a while, I honestly didn't think GoTo Meeting was even worth looking at. It felt like one of those older platforms that just hadn't kept up. But then a client insisted on using it for a few meetings, so I gave it a shot, and it really surprised me. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how GoTo Meeting works these days, what it costs, as well as what I liked and didn't. If you're running a remote team and meeting with clients over video, this should help you figure out if it's actually worth switching to. Let's start with the basics. GoTo Meeting is built for businesses to communicate more effectively, especially in hybrid or remote setups. The platform itself is very streamlined. You don't need to download anything, and your attendees don't need accounts. Just send them a link and they're in. I tested it with a few clients who aren't especially tech-savvy individuals, and they were able to hop in with no issues. Once you're inside the meeting, it looks and feels like a modern video platform. Clean layout, big video titles, mute camera toggles, screen sharing, even chat. Nothing revolutionary here, but everything works. What's remarkable is how stable the call quality was, even when someone had really poor internet or we had hundreds of people on the line. GoTo does a really good job of adjusting the bandwidth behind the scenes. And it doesn't force you to change how you work. It integrates with the usual suspects: Google Calendar, Outlook, Slack. So setting up or joining a meeting fits naturally into your day. You can hop in from your phone, tablet, laptop, everything syncs up. When you're running the meeting, you've got solid control. You can pass presenter access, switch between multiple screen shares, and record the call to the cloud for anyone who missed it. If you're in sales or client services, those recordings are gold for follow-ups. So let's talk pricing, because this is where a lot of tools tend to overcomplicate things. GoTo Meeting keeps it pretty straightforward, but there are a few details worth knowing about. If you're a freelancer or solo consultant who just needs to meet with clients one-on-one or in small groups, the professional plan might be all you need. It's $12 per organizer per month if you pay annually, or $14 month to month. That gets you meetings with up to 150 people, plus all the core features like screen sharing, unlimited meetings, and personal meeting room. If you run a small business or a team where you've got internal check-ins and client calls, maybe the occasional webinar, the business plan is probably a better fit. It bumps capacity to 250 participants and includes extras like meeting transcripts and unlimited cloud storage for recordings, plus added security controls like meeting locks. That one is $16 per month annually, or $19 if you go monthly. And if you're running an organization that needs massive scale, think large events or complex department structures, there's the enterprise plan. That one's custom priced, but it supports up to 3,000 attendees and includes onboarding, dedicated support, and volume discounts if you're bundling with other GoTo tools. One thing I'll flag is that the price that you see, it's for the first year if you're on an annual plan. After that, the renewal price may go up, so it's worth confirming the details before you commit. And if you're thinking about trying it out, check out the link in the description. We usually can get you a better deal than you'd find on their website. Now, inevitably, this is where Zoom enters the chat. Zoom is the default in a lot of offices, basically since 2020, and for good reason. It's feature-rich, it's familiar, and the free tier covers a lot of ground. But when you stack them up side by side, the picture gets a little more muddled. Zoom's got more advanced tools for collaboration, 100%. Whiteboards, breakout rooms, that kind of stuff. It's good for teams running workshops or classrooms where you're constantly bouncing between activities. GoTo Meeting is simpler by design. That's a plus if you're looking to streamline meetings, but it can feel limited if your sessions get more interactive. On the security side, both platforms are solid, but GoTo Meeting has an edge there in regulated industries. It's HIPAA compliant without any add-ons, and meets stricter security standards across healthcare, finance, and legal use cases. So if compliance is more than just a checkbox for you, this might be the deciding factor. But the biggest difference for me is reliability. Zoom can get glitchy at times, especially if you're switching between features mid-call. GoTo Meeting is not flashy, but it is consistent. I've run dozens of sessions on it without a single call crashing or freezing up. What stood out most to me, though, is how clear and logical it feels. Scheduling meetings is quick, joining them even quicker. The interface is clean and nothing is ever buried behind unnecessary menus. If you ever wasted 5 minutes just trying to figure out how to unmute someone, you're gonna appreciate how intuitive this is. Performance-wise, it's strong. I tested it with teams across multiple time zones, and the call quality held up throughout. Even during long sessions, the platform stayed smooth, and recordings were automatically saved and easy to share. Now, it is not perfect, okay? The design could use a refresh. It's functional, don't get me wrong, but it looks a little dated compared to Zoom or Google Meet. And even though GoTo now does have breakout rooms, they're not nearly as flexible or intuitive. It's also not the cheapest option once you start adding in features like toll-free dial-ins or GoTo webinar access. And there's no true free plan, just a 14-day free trial. Still, for most business use cases, client meetings, internal check-ins, simple webinars, it nails the essentials without overcomplicating things. So here's where I landed. If you're tired of drop calls or you're managing remote teams who just need a tool that works, GoTo Meeting delivers. It's not flashy, but it gets it right. Call quality is solid, pricing is competitive, and it's especially strong for teams that need reliable security. If your work leans more toward collaborative workshops, webinars, or interactive sessions, Zoom is probably the better fit. But for professional business meetings where reliability matters more than the bells and whistles, GoTo Meeting is worth a serious look. And if you are thinking about giving it a shot, check out the link in the description, because like I said, we usually have access to special deals or extended trials that you will not find on their main site. Let me know in the comments what platform you're using now and how it's working for you. If you found this helpful, give it a like, please, and subscribe for more reviews like this. I'll see y'all in the next one.